Hello, welcome to Mrs. Pilcher's Bookshelf. I hope this finds you well. Do you remember our book from last time? The book was The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. Fun story about a little boy and a snowy day and the fun that he has. Let's read a little bit. Here he is, sledding down a hill. I think that's the mountain that he makes later in the story. One winter day, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. Lots of snow. It's kind of fun when you have a snow day, isn't it? After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Now you can kind of tell the story takes place in the city because there's a sidewalk, it makes a path. You can see the tops of the buildings here. And in the other picture, he kind of looked out almost to the tops of the buildings. Crunch, 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 his feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like that. Lots of fun to make footprints and patterns in the snow. And he goes about playing in the snow, making other designs with his feet, finding a stick, hitting the snow down from a tree. Then there's a snowball fight, but he's just a little too young to be part of that snowball fight. Makes a snow angel and a snowman. And he pretends to be a mountain climber. And then it's time to go home. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. Think that snowball's going to be there tomorrow? And he's cold and wet, and so his mom has a nice bath for him. Then, before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. The pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. What happened to that snowball? He does a little dreaming about snow, and the next morning he wakes up to more snow. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. Just a fun story about a little boy and snow. I hope you can find this book at your local library, local bookstore, or on Amazon. A great one to add to your collection. Now, our story this time is about an inventor. And he invented something that you probably use pretty frequently. Something that has lots of color. Let me read you a little bit from this story. Of course, this is a true story. It's what we would call a biography, kind of, or biographical in nature. Once there was a man who saw color everywhere. He noticed the yellow-orange petals of the black-eyed Susans in his garden. He marveled at the rich scarlet-red tones of the cardinal's feathers. He admired the deep blue-greens of the waves in the sea. Color made him really, really happy. But all day long at work, all he saw was black. Black dust, black tar, black smoke, black ink, black dye, black shoe polish. Black was everywhere. One thing I like about this story is that it tells the story, but then there are also little boxes on the pages that give some more information about what was happening in his life or in the world at that time. His name was Edwin Binney, and he was an inventor. He worked with his cousin C. Harold Smith. Together, they were Binney and Smith. Harold was a great salesman. He loved to travel the world. Edwin was curious. He had a knack for listening and making what people needed. And the story goes on about how he helped teachers and kids make some things that they could use in school. But again, this was kind of black and gray and white. He wanted things with color. And he listened. And he made some things with color. And it's even fun to know how the name of this product came to be. And the name of the product, the original part of the words are from French, the French language. And this was, of course, a long time ago. So they actually took this product to the St. Louis World's Fair in 1904. And kind of that was their big introduction for people. And there are lots of fun names that belong to this product. And I think you'll be able to figure it out. So you may not figure out the exact title, but I think you'll know what I'm talking about. So I hope you have a wonderful day and make something that's very colorful. I'll talk with you another time.